Hello there. I'm about to show you my latest action. It's called Photo Sketch. Today I'm doing it in Photoshop CC 2015. Yes, I have 2019. Things have been tested there, but I just kind of like how this one works, so call me old. I do have another one of these videos that shows this running in PSE, so be sure if you have PSE to just go ahead and look at that one. But if you're curious, just hang around and you'll get to see this in Photoshop. So let's start here. This thing is really simple. It pretty much leads you along. It tells you what's going to go. We start off, I'm going to create a canvas for you that's 3600 by 3600, and then you'll be asked to navigate to your photo and place it. So right there's you're navigating to your image. And let's see if I can find my image. I think I put it on the desktop. Yep, here we go. This is my flower shop. Now naturally it's smaller than the full-size page. You can resize it. If you move it, I'm going to sit there. This action will actually recenter it for you. So just wherever it goes, let it go. And you're going to want to accept it. You either hit this check mark up here. I just hit return. There you go. You've got a sketch. That was pretty quick, huh? Now, although I kind of like the contrast to this, you can stop it here. And you're going to want to go up into the properties panel because you see right here you have a levels layer, adjustment layer above all this. And you can adjust so you can get better contrast, a little darker, go with a little more white. Anyway, I give you that opportunity to do that. So then you're going to go and continue playing this. And like I say here, don't panic. I didn't get rid of anything. What I'm going to do, what I've done, it will be to this layer and to your photo layer. I have put a mask on, and as you can see here, it's completely black. So we're going to use this in kind of a different way for masks. Usually you're masking out something, trying to make it, go away. In this case, you want it to show up. So what you're going to do is make sure you've got your brush selected, which I didn't have. So there's the brush. You want to make sure that you have white in the foreground. And just, real quick to be able to get that, just hit DX, and D as in dog, X as X-ray, and it'll get there for you. Now I don't want to use that particular brush. I just want a nice round brush for this. Now let's stick it back. There it is. So I just start painting. See? Now, I don't like the hard edge. So now I'm going to use the mask the way you usually use a mask, and I'm just going to turn the things to black. As you can see here, foreground's black, and use my brush. Now I'm going to get it back to white so I can get a little bit more in there. Okay, I like that. We're going to go with that. I gotta get this, it drives me nuts. Okay, now I'm going to go again, and like you see here, like you had before, it's blank. You can't see the photo behind it. But if I start painting, I can bring it in. The thing I like too, and I'm going to kind of show you, is if I go back and I just get rid of all this. I think I've got my watercolor brushes in here. You can use any kind of brush, and I sometimes like to use a brush. Oh, this is one of my samplers. By the way, there's some samples of brushes for free on the in my studio store. Anyway, so I want to go back to white. See, I can use a brush to get what I want. I can still use the brush to get rid of what I don't want. Anyway, so there I have it. There's my photo, and I kind of like what I see. So I'm going to continue to run it. And this is the end basically of the creating what what you want. Now this is where you can play with the transparency, and I typically like to take my photo and lighten it up a bit so you can see the even more of the sketch that's going on. And that's it for that particular part of the action. Now you can either save this out in a solid background like what you see here, or you can save it with a transparent background. I think today I'm going to save it out in a transparent background. Okay, it wants to open bigger than my screen here. Okay, saves it as a sketch, ping, just say save, and okay. Okay, okay. All right, so if you want this to remain the full 3600 by 3600, you're done. You've got what you want. But if you click continue, it will trim away all the extra pixels from around it and it will save you out again. This is the same way you do with the JPEG. If you want the solid background, you can also trim it. It's all part of that solid background action. There you go. You're done. You have it. Now, one little thing is that that was something I was going to show you. Is if there's a certain part or somewhere you want to stop in Photoshop itself, you can play with things a little bit more. You can actually uncheck things and you know, like if you're tired of all the instructions, you could just basically go through and you know, uncheck them and they won't stop there. It'll just go through it once you're used to it. I'm not sure about PSC. I don't think you can. But that's one of the advantages of doing this in Photoshop. But that's it. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.